How are we doing?
Oh, is it working? Yay.
I think so. Okay, so I have no idea how much of that was swallowed up by the shitty streaming equipment void, but we're playing Resident Evil DLC, and it will be an adventure. So,
Should we introduce ourselves again?
why not? Um, I'm Merrygate, and this is...
Oh, sorry. I thought you. Hello. Well, I'm a stream professional. Thank you. You can call me Viscardus. Look, I thought she was introducing the game, so I forgot that I have a name.
something I think we can all relate to.
Is it ready? Can we begin?
And it's the stink.
I
So,
can't help it, man. We've got work to do.
I'm sorry, to give context for this, I am going to spoil a bunch of the game. So fair warning, anyone who hasn't played RE7 and, you know, um,
Chris, did we lose him?
Including
So-
me, by the way.
Winters has been secured. He's alive and well considering.
And
Well-
Lucas Baker? Right now, he's our only link to the connections.
He's
you're an
next on my
acceptable
list.
loss here. By which I mean, I
I
assume
agree.
you're not that invested in the Resident Evil canon that, you're going to be torn up if... So anyway, this game, like, for the first parts of the game, you had to go through a segment of the mansion, and it gave you a single antagonist, Jack Baker, and then Marguerite Baker, and then you get
All right, I'm in the mine.
Signal strong.
blindsided by Juggalo Jigsaw,
We didn't get
who...
much from the first unit before we lost contact. It appears that Lucas turned the mine into his own personal hideout.
How
Yup.
many men did we lose?
3 of our best. Their last transmission was near a lab that should be just ahead. I'm going to need you to check it out.
Got it.
And Juggalo Jigsaw gives you a bunch of traps and puzzles to muddle through while new metal plays in the background. And you later find out that while all this was going on and the bioweapon that dragged the Bakers into her shitty housewifing LARP, while all that was going on, Lucas just kind of, like, he was unaffected. So he was just like, oh, don't care. And then he ended up sending status reports to the, like, CD whatever company that was trying to get the bioweapon that drags people into her weird nuclear family LARP and then makes them kill each other.
Now, were these weird monsters in the base game? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are they?
They are molded. They are like
The lab is
zombies,
just ahead.
except they're not
Any idea
zombies.
what Lucas is up to down
because
here?
this is a reboot.
We're still analyzing
And-
the
Right,
data, but it looks like
right,
he's
of
been
course.
running experiments with an E-type butamycete.
Let's hope those men haven't become a part of those experiments.
So they're very different from zombies in how they mindlessly shamble around and try to kill you.
Yup. It's the new face of horror.
I'm getting you out of here.
Leave me. It's too late.
Yeah, he's
We're
kind of
both
boring.
walking out of here.
I got news for you.
What?
That's not gonna happen. Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Now, you can try and take that off all you want, but I'd advise against. My hand might slip and...
Lucas!
No! Oops.
Oh my god.
Now, here's the deal, Chris. You don't follow me, and I don't bounce your head off the ceiling. Oh, the same goes for your little soldier brains, too. Adios. Muchachos.
I don't know if there are any other Gravity Falls fans watching this, but I am struck by how much he sounds like Deputy Deerland,
I'm picking up airborne spores.
except
It's the
evil
E-type
and
MIC.
Juggalo.
Your mask will switch automatically to rebreather mode. Keep an eye on your oxygen tank to be safe.
Well, unfortunately, I can't hear the voice acting, but I'll
Wait,
take
really?
your word for it. Well, because of I can't really
Oh,
listen
yeah.
to
Your
the
oxygen
stream.
tank is at 50%.
I'll take your word for it though.
Don't forget about your oxygen supply.
Sorry, I probably should have thought that through before.
Well, I don't think there's, like you said, I'm an acceptable loss. It's fine. I'm taking one for the team, like that guy who got his head blown off.
Chris, come in.
Whoops.
Although, I mean, if I were him, instead of saying like, "Oh no, it's too late, I'm not gonna make it," I would have said like, "Hey, this guy next to me is the bad guy. Shoot him."
Oh,
That
just
would have
the
been more
sound settings
helpful.
real quick. To the person who's saying that.
Oh, okay. Is this better, Rogue?
I'm getting you out of here.
Leave me. It's too late.
Okay.
We're both
I'll just make sure to stay nice and close
walking
to
out of here.
I got news
my
for you.
speakerphone.
What?
That's not gonna happen.
Just leave me. It's too late. But I'm not gonna warn you about why it's too late or anything.
Now, you can try and take that off all you want, but I'd advise against. My hand might slip and...
Lucas!
No!
So I feel like kind of a dumbass because I vaguely remembered,
You don't follow me, and I don't bounce your head
oh
off the ceiling.
gosh.
Oh, the same goes for your little soldier brains, too.
I thought I remembered something you were supposed to do back in
Muchachos.
the area where you start right after this fit, and I was wrong,
Fuck.
and now I feel really embarrassed.
I'm picking up airborne spores. It's the E-type Mutamycete. Your mask will switch automatically to rebreather mode. Keep an eye on your oxygen tank to be safe. Your oxygen tank is at 50%. Looks like you're clear of any contamination. You should head back and get that bomb on your arm.
Oh, now I feel real
There's no
dumb.
time. I don't want to give that asshole a head start.
It's okay. I always feel real
Just be
dumb.
careful.
So I couldn't tell if that.
Chris, we finished analyzing the data we intercepted from Lucas. It's like we thought.
I couldn't tell if that was some kind of
Reports on EV to the connections.
incidental animation or if
We can't let this happen
that
again.
molded was
Sure you
really
just don't want to recruit him?
angry about elevators.
Chris, we've been over this.
Maybe the BSAA's convinced.
I mean,
If they weren't, I wouldn't be here.
what kind of
Umbrell's
elevator
gonna
is
take
it?
some getting used to on my part.
Maybe
I
he's
know
just
it
an
must be
elevator
difficult,
partisan.
And to tell the
You
truth,
know,
a lot of our members
he
have been with
he
us
prefers
even before
Otis
we
elevators
incorporated
to
as a PMC.
Krupp.
About all that's left now is the name. Let's just focus on the mission and maybe we can continue this conversation when you get back. Okay?
Sure, whatever.
So
Hmm?
maybe it's because I didn't hear everything, but like, what exactly is the content? Like, what is the Juggalo Jigsaw uh
Um,
like planning exactly? He's just got his own little nest here in this mine or whatever.
yeah, which, I mean, when you really think about it, it's kind of baffling because, like, he comes across like that kind of stereotype of a 20-something, 20-something dude who lives at home with his parents or something, and they just didn't notice him building a fucking murder house and a hideout in a mine.
I, I mean, is this something like he escaped when the rest of the shit went down and did this like while nobody was looking,
They just
or
didn't, like, he was just there. And other than stuff like occasionally getting stabbed in the hand at dinner, no one noticed that,
You okay in there?
Redfield?
Don't worry. I'm gonna find a key to this thing and get you out of there.
okay? So how did all these scrubs get captured? And I know the answer to that is just that it's a video game, and so the protagonist is the only person, even of this like special ops team or whatever, who's actually competent. But like they all just went in one by one, or what? Like
um, maybe
it's
they
okay if
thought
there's.
maybe they thought it was a haunted house out of season, and so
I mean, do we know it's
they,
out of season? Maybe it is Halloween. That would make things very ironic.
I mean, the DLC came out in mid-November, so maybe they thought it was some kind of money laundering scheme and they investigated it not expecting a murder cave and zombies.
Right. Did, does Chris work for the government? Like, is it a government
No,
agency or?
he works for Umbrella, which now
Oh,
is like,
aren't they the guys that make all the monsters?
yeah, and at some point they just went, let's be the good people now, and oh no, that's canon now. It says corn.
Okay, that's. I mean, I feel like if I were more invested in the Resident Evil franchise, I might have a problem with that. But as it is, I don't really care much. I'm sorry, there was something comical about the way he reached for that key. So, how many like animal statues do you get to assemble in this game, or this DLC rather?
Um, I don't know.
Oh, have you not played it before?
Um, well, I watched a YouTube of it, but
Fair.
oh my gosh, that is so dumb. And yet I am in awe of how much work he put into not only making this shitty murder cave, but also,
Filling it with puzzles.
and elaborate shitty paintings of wicked clowns on the buttons that correspond to the puzzles.
Well, you know, everyone's got to have a hobby.
Please tell me what I'm looking at.
I have no idea. It's something new. Exercise extreme caution.
Yeah, and that was actually real good. Like, at one point after you... Oh god, it's so dumb. There are these puzzles where...
Chris, this new white variation is extremely resilient. Normal ammo isn't going to cut it.
I'm open to suggestions.
You'll need ramrods to stop it from regenerating lost tissue. You're going to have to fall back.
Okay, that was sudden.
Oh,
Anyway, let's leave the shitty corn-themed art installation behind, and
okay.
you almost sound disappointed.
Well, I
Did
just
did
have
you want
no idea what's going on, so
do you secretly pine to be down with the sickness?
yes, definitely. I'm just excited to see what other interesting
Everything's all right now.
interesting
That's just what he wants you to
things
think.
are waiting for us.
I'm just the bait.
What's gonna happen to this guy?
Fell
Something
for it.
horrible, I'll bet.
What?
Oh
Shit.
no.
Never could have
Whoever
seen
could
that
have.
coming.
On my mask. Hurry.
But you'll die.
I'm dead either way.
That's right, Chris. Just watch and learn.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry.
Oh, this is so touching. How
I
I
can't
will
believe
miss.
that faceless man we just met is dead. I mean, so far this seems like it's continuing the trend that I vaguely remember from
I can't wait to
the main game, which is every time you meet anyone
Just
who
remember
is
we need him alive,
positively
Chris.
inclined towards you,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
die like before the end of the scene.
Sounds about right.
Like
Oh, we
I
have.
remember the guy who got the top of his head cleanly cut off with like a shovel or something, like in a fucking cartoon, like it was made of Play-Doh. That was good.
Yup. And we have documents about. So basically, Umbrella just went from
They became a
being
mercenary company.
they became the good kind of cartoonish monster.
Right,
They,
private military corporations, they're good guys, right?
oh yeah. And I don't know, it's arguably a good thing that they just didn't bother giving the bad corporate. Oh, right. Wait, does this have. Don't remember if the upgraded gear has. Yep, the night vision thing is separate. So I apologize in advance if this gets kind of annoying. But yeah, I got interrupted, but there is a scene early on where you have to find a woodblock shaped weird that changes a shadow displayed on the wall so that the shadow covers a painting on the wall to unlock a secret passage in another wall that leads to a secret cellar in a murder basement. And at the end of all that, the protagonist just really flatly goes, "Who even makes this shit?" And I felt like that
Yeah,
was clever.
yeah. See, there's like a kind of a thing where it's like, oh yeah, if we point out like that our thing is weird and like we're using these weird cliches, like that makes it okay. And it's like, well, I mean, it makes it funnier maybe, but you can always just put the time and effort in to try to make puzzles that actually make sense environmentally or whatever, instead
Yeah,
of you know just say like, huh, isn't it weird that these evil people decided to make a weird puzzle that I have to solve to progress? Because yeah, it is weird, but the only reason that that exists is because you know
oh duh. Sorry, I just realized what I might have to do.
that's fine. I'm just complaining about stupid shit, so.
Okay, I'm going to do one last check for items, and then but yeah, I think that sort of thing works better if you appreciate the dumb mess of cliches that these kinds of games are more.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying it's like unforgivable or anything. Just I do feel like sometimes the whole like, oh, who would even make this? It's a little bit of a cop out
Hmm.
because I mean we know who made it. The game designers made it. It wasn't actually the characters. So really, you know, you're just
Yeah.
making fun of yourselves.
Oh, wow, I'm a complete idiot.
Oh yeah, I mean, I know there's nothing wrong with a little self-deprecation. I mean, I do that all the time. There's our friend, the clown face. Is this like a crypt?
I mean, anything can be a crypt if you try hard enough, but, I don't know that this was specifically built as a crypt.
Okay. Sort of, I mean, the way the bodies are lined up on the shelves there, kind of. But then there's the more modern equipment. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like
I mean, I
the aesthetic
assume
is all over the place.
it was built as like mining storage.
Yeah, I guess.
Also, I'm sorry, that probably sounded really ominous.
What did?
The, the crypt remark.
Oh, well, no, I mean, but there were literally bodies lying on those shelves. I mean, that's, yeah, I mean, I never
Those
understand
ramrods should
where
allow you to take down the new
anything is
white
going in
Bulgarians.
this game. To be fair, I mean, I'm not the one playing it, so it's not really that important. But I do find this game like very, not just the DLC, like the main game too, sort of visually very confusing. But it would probably be a little better if I were actually having to navigate it for myself, so I'd have to pay more attention.
Yeah. I mean, oh. I mean, the maps are. Wonder if there's fall damage in this game. No.
Weaponized fungus is my favorite kind of fungus.
I would submit that they don't understand a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's some big explanation for what they were trying to do with these experiments or whatever created this shit. But
Okay, let's see if that actually works, cause Okay, that's real annoying.
I can't even tell what's happened. You're getting attacked by something, but it's not clear what. Little
They're little face hugger looking things.
scorpion things. Okay, cool.
Great. More incoming.
And like the molded, they don't like elevators. Maybe they're all in the minor union and they see elevators as a symbol of their oppression. Maybe they're a reminder of...
Look, if God wanted us to use elevators, he wouldn't have invented stairs, okay? Stairs are the only pure way to move up and down. Elevators, no. Escalators, that's right out. Dumb waiters, also bad. The chair squeaking is an integral part of the stream. I'm sorry. If you don't like it, you don't appreciate art, and you should go away forever.
Oh. Okay, that's handy.
What, him biting your hand? Oh, I see.
I mean, no, but that's
is
a good
handy.
pun.
Yeah, I mean... So, there's an automatic shooty guns, but they only work... They you can disable them by crouching. That's... Okay. Not a wide view there. Fair.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna lean into this whole... throwing grenades at my feet because it's... Oh my god, I want you to... How hard is equip the grenade as a concept?
Well... I don't know. So I think your mistake there was running straight at the guns.
Yeah...
But I'm not an expert on these games, so...
That might have been...
Have you ever heard of the Second Amendment? That's where he bought all these guns. I'm trying to say, it should be difficult to buy turret machine guns? Some kind of communist? What's wrong with you?
I mean, there's also whatever nightmare version of eBay exists in the Resident Evil universe.
Yeah. I suppose. Oh, we're back here. So, what are your actual listed goals right now, if you don't mind me asking? Like, I think I saw them briefly before when you pulled up the menu.
My life goals?
Yes. What are Chris Redfield's life goals?
Well,
I mean, other than to shoot zombies.
I don't know about Chris's life goals, but I mean, my life goals are to carve out a stable life that doesn't involve zombies.
That sounds difficult.
Yep. I mean, all those zombie problems in Canada. These are very trying times for people who just want to settle down and do housewifey things or whatever without having to worry about all those zombies and zombie squid and zombie alligators and zombie sharks and all these other things featured in the Resident Evil canon that totally exist in real life because Resident Evil is a docudrama.
That's true. It's very realistic.
I think Chris's goals are not die.
Right. No, but I am actually legitimately curious what the game like presents as your goal right now. Are you just trying to like find Lucas or whatever? Or do you have a more specific goal?
Pretty much just find Lucas.
Okay.
In the depths of the Juggalo Jigsaw Party City warehouse.
Yeah, where did he just have a surplus of mannequins and barbed wire he had nothing to do with?
I mean,
is he just like a really shitty modern artist? Is that actually all he's trying to do here? Like, he just wants to make his weird clown themed art and be left alone.
you could make an argument. Maybe that's it.
Now I'm sort of picturing him as that guy. I don't read that article about the guy who was so upset about Trump or whatever that he decided to become a semi-hermit. Except he's not actually a hermit because he still interacts with people. He just demands that none of them tell him anything about politics. And he gets really upset and shitty if they do because his contribution to humanity is just going to be hiding and not listening to politics and making shitty art.
Didn't you make a T-shirt of that or like wear its comically oversized headphones or something?
I'm not sure.
Something weird and really specific and meant to telegraph that,
But yeah, I mean, maybe that's what Lucas is. Maybe he just wants to make his art and not have to. And Chris Redfield just barging in here, and he's trying to mess him up with talking about political issues and you have to be an engaged citizen
I
and
mean, you
you have
say
to actually
that,
try
but
to make the world a better place.
the feeling I get out of Lucas is less that and more the Unabomber posting on 4chan. Given the things he does and says in the main game.
Do you think the Unabomber would have posted on 4chan if it had existed? Because I mean, he hated technology and everything, but I can't help but feel like he would appreciate having an audience, and I'm sure he would be very popular on some shitty corner of the internet.
I think... Oh, good. I think that he probably would have just... I mean, he hates technology. He probably would have posted on Reddit.
Right.
Because, I mean, ridiculous manifestos, but also hating technology and probably youth
And women. Don't forget women.
Was the Unabomber a misogynist?
Yes.
I know, like, vanishingly little about...
My absolute favorite thing, this is not a joke, my favorite thing about Ted Kaczynski is he probably never would have been caught if he hadn't felt the need to send letters to his brother, like, talking about how getting married had ruined his brother because the female was controlling his life. I'm not kidding.
No.
This is literally, like, look it up. The reason that he got caught was that he sent shitty letters to his brother complaining about his sister-in-law.
That's...
It's great. It's and you know, and then they were eventually the ones who, like, turned over the material to the FBI or whatever, and because they were worried it was him, and it was, and everything. Like, the absolute best reason to get caught. Stream is acting up for me.
Oh. What's going on?
No, it's just dropping a lot of frames. Or, I don't know. It's okay. I mean, I don't know if it's happening to anyone else. It might just be me, in which case I'll just refresh.
Everyone else, is the stream being messy, or...
Hey, you still with us?
Oh, crap.
Phew. Thanks. I was beginning to think we'd been left behind. I think we can get out this way. Luke is a fucking psycho. Not sure what's worse, him or those things.
Okay, I guess if it doesn't clear up in a few moments, say something and I'll mess with the stream settings a bit more.
We gotta get out of here. Over here.
I think our pulsar chat
Up
is
through there.
it like really distractingly bad, or
You're kidding me. Fuck! 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 Get the thing off of me! No!
I mean, I can say that personally, it's making it hard to follow, but yeah, it sounds like it's for everyone. So, okay, sorry. Did they not notice before now the fucking C4 on his neck?
oh
No.
shit.
Okay.